I just need to capture everything correctly every time. As always, look at that. Boom. The Stanley Parable 4. The original champion. We can do like procedural stuff, you know. That means there will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 7. 41 iteration. You are here now, you're okay, and I'm also doing well. Like I said, I search, you know, for more jobs today. Let's see how this is going, but yeah, I'm not expecting anything. I am not expecting anything. This is the original champion here. Scary eyes. Scary eyes? What do you mean? There is ice? What? Because, you know, here on my place, it starts to get spring already, for some reason. Your third best stream already, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, I hope. Oh, maybe I missed this slide? Last time, which is why we didn't got the ending. You know, goofing around with everything. We're gonna do that during the game. Scary eyes in name selection. Oh, okay. But we are bleh. We are bleh. We're gonna do this procedurally. You got something from me on Discord? Let's see. Give me a sec. Huh? I am not seeing anything right now. It will come at some point, I guess. So, what do we have? Settings, World Champion door. And with no bucket, the cassette room to the right over the boxes. How do I get to the cassette room again? Not sure. It's uploading. Let's exit the game and enter over and over and over.
What could it mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. We can do the input ending.
It's bucket time.
So we got the 419 already. Now we need the 23, which is not open for some reason. Maybe it will at some point. Who knows? To see how many sequels we get. We can do like 41 sequel just by changing the names. But I would like to do everything else first. You know? Let's keep this for the end. Please. But yeah, the cassette room, I just don't remember where's that. So let's go to the champion settings room. Oh, I got your message. We'll see this in a moment.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how
okay, that's a small video for the settings room champion.
Version has turned out to be.
Sure.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh yeah,
Which
always
is
one
why
step
I am very
further.
proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh yeah, but you are a bit late. We are in the 4 now.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience built
Excuse
from
me
the
a
ground
sec.
up. Why there is
Sorry, just someone ring on the door.
so many possibilities. It could go in so
So,
many different directions.
yeah.
This is
My
what
girlfriend is
fans
there,
have
so
truly
it's
been
fine.
asking for.
Just
Now, to be
wonder
clear,
who's
I
that.
haven't quite nailed down what exactly
Who knows,
the
maybe
Stanley
this is the
Parable
police.
2
They
is
are
going to be.
coming to get
But
me
let's
because
take a look at some of the
I'm
features
playing
I've
this
been
game too
developing
much.
for it.
Who knows?
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around
I hope my
them.
girlfriend
It'll all work
wasn't
itself
kidnapped
out.
here.
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Because I'm hearing the door, but nobody's coming back. And I don't think she waited for, like, a package or anything. Maybe?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
This is spooky. This is real life spook. Too late for the narrator.
Calling it the
Yeah.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier
Want to top
than
this
Ultra
playthrough.
Deluxe,
We
don't
want
you
closure,
think?
yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
I want it
But
too.
the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future
Okay,
oriented.
give me another second. Okay,
It
so
screams
sorry for
progress
that.
and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Apparently it was nothing. So, let's check your small video. How do you do that? It's taking 2 minutes? Going to the settings? Just changing everything, okay. Touching all the buttons. Yeah, just all the buttons. Ooh, yeah, for real, all the buttons. Even the language? Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything. You need to touch everything. On the audio, yeah. Even that, the resolution. And for the controls, do you need to touch the controls? I hope not. Let's see. Give me a sec. Oh, okay, so not the key bindings. Not the key bindings. At least this is okay. That's why it's called Settings World Champion, I guess, yeah? Yeah. Let's do it. We are the champion here. We are the champion, my friend. We are not. We are not the champion. I mean, maybe we need to do it like that. Oh wait, I haven't touched this one. Shit. Maybe that's why. Oh yeah, okay, there is a bit more. Makes sense, right? Auto walk? Yeah, okay. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. So yeah, maybe you need to go through all the options here. Ah! Okay, that's mine. I've made it. I'm not even sure which one we took here. I already don't remember. You didn't do it right. Every slider left to right, and at one point more settings appeared, but you didn't check them. Yeah. You're right. I figured out. But now we're in. Great job, you
Aha!
did it!
I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done.
Yay.
You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet,
You will
but I
find
just
out.
know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings
It was
menu.
made just
We'll
for
sort
you.
the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Does that mean it's here now? Bumpscosity, it's here. We got the bumpscosity at least. We got that one. Nice. So settings world champion, we got that. That's cool. Next one with no bucket. With no bucket. The cassette room.
All of his co-workers
I just
were
don't
gone.
remember
What could
where
it
is
mean?
it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Give me a moment to think about it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cassette room is in the cargo lift room on the wooden catwalk of the figurine right door. What do you mean right door? Oh, here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
Yeah,
room,
the
and
catwalk.
Stanley knew it
We
perfectly
need to
well.
go to the vent.
Perhaps he wanted to
Okay.
stop by the employee lounge first,
I will make
just
it.
to admire
You
it.
see. You will see.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, not really.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Easy peasy.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path
So,
that it seemed the office had begun. So far
you
off the
said
beaten path
go to the
that it
right
seemed
over
the
the
office had
boxes.
begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
This
that
is
it seemed
kind
the
of
office had
the
begun.
boxes
So far
here,
off the
but
beaten path
what
that it
now?
seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far
The
off the
big
beaten
boxes.
path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off
Yeah.
the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
I don't really understand. What am I supposed to see here?
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
You were there 1 moment ago. Listen. Hey, listen!
So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had
Here.
begun. So far off the beaten path
Here?
that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
I mean
So far off
the
beaten
thing
path
now.
that it seemed the office had begun.
Try
So
to
far off the
glitch.
beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the
I'm glitching
that it seemed the
as much
office
as I
had begun.
can.
So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed
Get
the
behind
office
the
had begun.
boxes.
So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Easier said than done.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had
I mean,
begun. So far off
I'm
the
kinda
beaten
glitched
path
here,
that it seemed
but
the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
with this in the background, this is going crazy.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the
You will
office
get
had
this
begun.
forever because I'm not glitching my way this time.
So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the
So
beaten
what am I
path
supposed to
that
get
it seemed the
here
office had
by
begun.
glitching my
So
way
far off the
through?
beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it
I mean,
seemed
this
the
is the
office
only
had begun.
location where I can
So
get
far off the
here,
beaten
but
path that it seemed the office had begun.
I'm not
So
seeing any
far
way
off
to
the beaten
glitch.
path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
And also, this is so fucking dark. I'm not seeing anything.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
It said an Easter egg, but maybe it's not in this version.
That it seemed the office had begun.
Who
So
knows?
far off the beaten path. That it seemed the
knows?
office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Can we see something from here?
So far off the beaten path.
Doesn't sound like there is anything.
So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun.
Maybe you cannot glitch your way
That
through.
it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Not-
That it
not
seemed the
here.
office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had
So
begun.
that also means this is not really like an ending or anything. It's just
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the
just a
beaten
small
that it seemed the office had begun.
thing.
So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So
Can move
far off the
on, yeah.
beaten path.
Maybe
That
we'll
it seemed
we'll
the
do
office had
because
begun. So
you
far off
know.
the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Or maybe
That it
you need
seemed
the
the
bucket,
office had
who
begun.
knows?
So far off the beaten path. that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so
But there
far
is
off
still
the
something
beaten path
fishy.
that it seemed the
I do
office had
agree,
begun
since
from
you
so
can
far off the
like
beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so
is it
far off
glitchy
the
enough
beaten
for you?
path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun
Yeah.
from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path
Just so
that it
far
seemed
off the
office
beaten
had begun
path,
from
yeah.
so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path.
So this
that it seemed the
one, we are
office
not
had
doing
begun
it.
from so far off the
Sorry.
beaten path, that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
We
office
are
had
not doing
begun
this
from
one.
so far off the beaten path.
So we need to find the input ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
But for
Perhaps
some
he had
reason,
simply missed a memo.
they are not lit. Oh, wait. Input received. So we got 19. Now we need 23.
All of his co-workers
Let's
were
see.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Input received. Now 434.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
it's
room.
not
Perhaps he
open
had simply
here?
missed a memo.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, it's not lit here at least. Secretary desk. Let's go and see the
Bucket time.
this one. And the boss's office. Huh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Bucket, bucket, bucket. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I guess this is the music you want to hear.
Still no one was here. Stanley
Who
needed the
knows?
bucket's warmth
Who
and
knows?
comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, this one. Input received. So maybe now 434.
How wonderful. Stanley
Yeah,
was alone.
that's it.
Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what...
Input received.
My
Now we need to grab the bucket
monstrosity in
and
here
go to the
is
boss's office.
absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? It's bucket time.
It's bucket time. Bucket
Stanley
time.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Bucket time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
It's
Perhaps his
bucket
boss's office
time.
was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the
Should have
bucket
been
walked
Will Smith
upstairs
saying
to the
this.
boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley
was
may
it
have
here?
broken down
Are you
into an
sure?
emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in
There
his
is no
darkest of
computer
hours,
here.
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable,
One more
At this
input.
point,
Yeah, but
Stanley was so
it's not
absorbed in the
here.
tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk, nor in his bliss of simply...
Is it really here?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found
Wasn't
a new
it
space
here?
he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again.
We
in
need
his
one more
life.
input, yeah? We need one more input. I just don't remember where it is.
It's bucket time.
Oh, last one was Stanley's computer. Yeah, okay. No, wait, this way. But the door closed. Makes sense. Oh, finally important. Finally start. Go to Stanley's desk with the bucket. Door will stay open if you get the phone ringing. Ah.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
Ooh, we need to try this a couple of times.
The meeting room, yes, that's where everyone would be.
That's interesting. You need the phone to ring in order to... in order to get the bucket here. That's crazy.
All of his co-workers were gone.
The guy you copied in Discord was wrong. I mean, there is no boss office. It was the Stanley's office.
A soft wind blew outside and...
No, still not. Let's go.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. It's bucket time.
The phone is not ringing, but... it's still open.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Haha, interesting. Small iteration. Okay. Is it bucket heaven? Bucket. Am I even moving? I'm not even sure what's happening here. Oh, hide the bucket! Yes. Is it on the list here? Let me have a look. So 5 inputs. What's that? Quiz show? We did that, I'm pretty sure of it. Where are the buttons? The memorial bucket, the museum, we did that. The silly birds, we did that. Trapped and life, we did that. Home bucket. We did this one. Goodbye bucket, escape pod, we did that. Wrong bucket, insane. Have we done the wrong bucket? I'm not sure about that. Destroyed bucket, the confusion, we did that. I'm not seeing the input endings. Monetize bucket and recording, we did that. For one, there was like the small Small thing. For some reason, this ending is not on the map. One more broom closet for the goal of time. We got this extra ending that not even the map knows. Apparently, yes. Apparently, yes. Do you like that? I'm just checking if you are missing something else anyway. Enjoy the bucket, please. Oh, the conference 3, we did that too. Home comedy and choice, okay. Order a bucket? Oh yeah, the order bucket. Okay, I got it. That's cool. That's great. Bucket. This could be sung in a church. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, it's kinda is, right? We are in the bucket church. So I don't know if you really got everything here or not. Bucketology. Oh yeah, I love this one. Is it me or this music is still not looping? Bucket. I guess the loop is now. But yes, it's crazy long. But now. We need to quit. We need to quit because we need to reload. Let's see all the versions here. It could take like 1 hour, or it could take like 2 minutes. I'm not sure. So, boom, boom. This tiny parable 5. Oh, it's changing every time. Oh, shoot. Baby didgeridoo. Saturday night telephone. I cannot do Saturday night skeleton, you know. I need to choose per column. So we can have Saturday night didgeridoo. Or we can get the skeleton human condition. Skeleton circles, skeleton telephone. The lavish didgeridoo. Story of gun. Skeleton telephone sounds about right. Ooh, the boss. That's the boss. He's there, looking at us. Oh, look at this double neck. Disgusting. That's Stanley. That's Stanley? I mean, who knows? Maybe Stanley is the boss, after all. From the infinite hole dimension. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, maybe that means we get some others? Let's try. I don't have much to try anymore. Unforgivable lawsuit. Or unforgivable square. Ooh! Attack on skeleton! No, we already got The Legend of Lawsuit. Quarterly square? Attack on poison. Or grilled ice? Grilled ice. I want grilled ice.
Yeah, well, I just thought that it wasn't acceptable, for the file those reports.
The baby!
I just thought that the reports.
Oh no.
I thought the reports could be a lot better. I thought the reports would make sense. I just thought that with all the delays, they just couldn't get it out. They just couldn't get it. They couldn't get it out to us in time.
That's the grilled ice version.
I've got my printing schedule down. So it gets to 11:30 and I print the
Get back in your room. Why? That's my room. There is nothing here. Apparently, according to the map, you can type face punch here. But, you know, it's not working. You cannot type anything. Who's talking? It was for the baby, oh my god. I know.
Yeah, well.
It was better like that. Rage bait streamer. Ooh, Saturday night cheese. Oh, we can get Dr. Ice Cream. Include tag Rage bait streamer, yeah. Dr. Baby. Dr. Cheese. Beyond Baby or Beyond Ice Cream? Or we got Scary Ice Cream. Scary Ice Cream, yeah. But Dr. Ice Cream is also kind of nice. Scary Ice Cream, let's go. So we are on the version 7. We got nice music, at least. But it's very faint. Seven Stangrad! I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. Crows. Ooh. Part 5. Co-workers. The part 5 of the 8. Spectacular co-workers. Or we can get for Crocodile Love. Or Crocodile Ice Cream. You know, the crocodile, this is the Russian drug, right? So, can you imagine eating like a crocodile ice cream? You could die. This feels like the Police Academy movies. Or the Fast and Furious movies, yes. Infinite sequels. With part 5 being the 8th movie. Because they did stuff like that, right? The same for Rocky. Rocky 4 is the 5th, or Rocky 3 is the 4th, something like that. Part 5, ice cream. No, we got ice cream already. We got ice cream at home. But Crocodile Love, let's go for this one. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, walking stairs. Ooh, the fire. Crocodile Love. You can feel love with this screen. You know what? This could be an idea for the thumbnail. You are playing Stanley Parable 8. Ghost Rider stuff, yeah, kind of. You're right. But this is more epic than Ghost Riders. So sorry to tell you this. We played the unreleased version of Stanley Parable, yeah. Journey to Baby. Deadly Baby. Oh, we got Evil Baby even. The Journey to Chemicals. I want this one. No, Evil Skeleton, this is too obvious. But you can get Danger of Sequel too. Or Deadly Sequel. Or Stanley Parable 9, the sequel. But the Journey to Chemicals, I love that. Oh, taste the sequel. Oh, can you imagine if I have put the sequel and you got this? Taste the sequel? Would have been perfect. Completely random, but perfect. And there is nothing here. Holy shit, I'm yawning already. Chemicals are in the soda machine, yeah. Which is why they are displaying this. You know what? I guess I will send this to a friend. I will take a screenshot and send it to a friend because he has played the game, but I don't know if he got this, you know. Because I guess he only played the normal version. Expired swimming pool. The coworker. Danger of Crown. Oh, hidden swimming pool. Hidden sunshine. Hidden expired octopus. You're gonna break his mind, yeah. And imagine, he will search for that on the internet and he will not find anything. What's the best? The expired swimming pool or the expired octopus? Or the expired coworker? You know what? Let's grab the octopus. Ooh! You are now playing Stanley Parable 10. Expired Octopus. Give me a sec, because I will send it now. Before, you know. Before forgetting. Okay. The joke has been sent. Why am I so proud of this? Why am I so proud? It's not making any sense. You should be proud. Well, I'm proud. Ooh, Autobot message. Headlong Kuratoru. Deny. Bam. We had to work to get this. True. Oh, look, the 11 is too big now. Fist full of water. Oh, we already got the Evil Tuesday, right? The Goodish Challenge. Fist full of Tuesday. The Final Fire. The Final Fire. The Ghoulish is inspiring. The Ghoulish Fire. The Ghoulish Water. The Ghoulish Bomb. And now this VOD will be like blocked on YouTube because I said the word bomb. They hate this word. I don't know why. You're a bomba. Ghoulish Tuesday. Ghoulish coworker. Nah, that's too obvious with the coworker. But you can get beyond coworker. Or the final coworker. Fistful of bomb. Yeah, but this is also too obvious. I need something very, very absurd. I don't remember them. They are the final coworker. But it's 11 and it's still going. Still going, okay. We are in for like 12 more hours. Who are they? I'm pretty sure they were in some videos, right? At some point. Maybe. Stanley versus Choice. The Book of Pentry. Stanley versus Chemicals, they are back. Curse of the Stapler. This one is kinda cool. Oh, Hidden Stapler. Makes sense, right? Stanley versus Stapler? Stanley versus Stapler. Yeah, let's try this one. Oh my fucking god, we're in an... Oh no. We are in a light novel now, and that's boys love light novel. Who the fuck is this dude? I guess his name is Stapler now. You know, at this point, this could be AI generated, and nobody will see the difference. The Stapler is the guy. Yeah. Why so handsome, though? I don't really want to No, in fact, I want to know. Oh, he's not there. We alone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What?
You know what? Maybe it was the adventure line, because, you know, it's also in yellow. This is the adventure line. They got the same vibe. They put Kabuki with short hairs. I don't have yellow eyes, but... yeah. This could. But I'm not sure if I want a story with Stanley, you know.
I prefer pizza.
It is the adventure line. We discovered Peak. I hope so. Lavish Pantry. The Revenge of the Thank You. Hidden Computer Virus. Ooh. Or Evil 427. The Revenge of the 427. Baby 427. No, I kind of like the Revenge of 427. Let's go. You can click it. This office is under 24-hour surveillance. Cool. And we also got another music. Where is this coming from? I mean, how many more music they put in the game you will never listen to if you're not doing this like a dumbass? This one is kinda cool. I love the music. Which is why I quit the game. Ooh, the 14. Temple of Hole. Oh, Infinite Cheese? Infinite Cheese, this sounds kinda cool. I don't know, Temple of or Infinite? Because with Infinite Cheese, we could like eat forever. Infinite Cheese, let's go. You want Conte, so you will get Conte. Huh? I swear it's not me. It's not me. It's completely random. What the heck is that? Stop kicking, don't lie. I swear. I swear I'm not clicking. Look, I will put my mouse next to the microphone. You hear that? It's not me. This one is very confusing. We are going so far away into that. Also, you know what? I will remove that. I will remove the map. We don't need that anymore. Inspector Snake. Baby boyfriends. Ooh, yeah. Temple of boyfriends. Dreams of boyfriends. Oh my god. Oh no. Temple of boyfriends. This one is the perfect one. Wow, this sounds like a JRPG music. But at least he's happy here. Solid Snake. Oh, we could have got Solid Snake, right? That's impressive to have music like that. Very impressive. I mean, you can mess around with this forever, I guess. Right? But like, we didn't looped yet on the title screen, so this is kind of crazy. Race to the Choice. Or Atomic Love. Ooh. Now with added Tuesday. The Grilled Skeleton. We did the Grilled Eyes already. Race to the Choice. I think we are the one person who saw this. Who knows? Now with added skeleton, yeah. But Race to the Choice, this sounds kinda cool, isn't it? I would like to check this one. And suddenly, out of nowhere, pirate. And the rat! He doesn't have a tail, by the way. The rat! Now this is awesome, yeah? I want to see the rat one more time. Please, Ratto. He's there! And he leaves, so we are doing the same. We are leaving. We are leaving the boat. Sorry. Maybe this is
The same boat as before.
I'm seeing this. This is the nickname of another viewer. It's either me or the coworker. Oh my god, this is fucking long. It's either me or the hole punch. Ooh, spiders. Offline spiders. Liquid spider. Oh shit. Can you imagine a nightmare? Liquid spiders? It's either me or the skeleton, yeah. Ooh, look! No! Wacky. We can do Wacky Tuesday, but now with an H. Which is not the same word. Oh, it could have been funny to have like Wacky Tuesday for a Tuesday stream. Would have been the best. But liquid spiders, you know. We got the flame again, and the dude is back. Hey, this is kind of jazzy here, right? For some reason, this is bringing me back to the 90s. I don't know why. Oh, it's sounding like a bit like reggae stuff. I'm not sure, but yeah, it has the vibe. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Liquid spiders. This one was very cool too. They got some cool hidden musics. You will see at some point I will fuck one up and you will not see it because I will forget to update or refresh the screen. The final space. Avoid the scream. Ooh, destruction of space? Or Beyond Printer Jam. Semi-Funk by Kevin MacLeod. Cool name. Like for real? Or just you made up that? The final Printer Jam. Avoid the scream. Oh, you Shazammed it. Interesting. You were so quick. Inspector Scream. Forgotten Scream. Beyond Scream. But Inspector Scream, let's go. Let's see. We got that again. Oh, we already know this music. It was for the credits, I guess. Wait, she's singing in French? Je me souviens de la sortie de Stanley parabole. She's singing in French. C'était en 2013. Yeah? Un très bon jeu vidéo. You cannot understand, but I do. What I said when we were in the memory zone, it was a French song. I didn't pay attention back there. I wasn't understanding what she was singing. Can you imagine?
A French dude doesn't understand French?
But that's so weird because she got like kind of an English accent, but she's speaking in French. And she's not saying Stanley, she's saying Stanley. She's saying a Stanley parable. Oh, that's so weird. Canadian French, you bet. Oh, this could be it, yeah. I mean, there is English words here and there, and suddenly, boom, full French. The French. Always the French. You cannot escape the French, by the way. Everywhere you will go, there will be at least one French looking at you. The song, no! Don't worry, you can find it on internet now. The Book of the Pencil. The Temple of Pencil. Outstretched boyfriends? This doesn't sound right, isn't it? Outstretched pencil, let's go. We don't have this here, sorry. It's not in the list, Vlad. But you can look for it. I'm pretty sure it's a safe search on Google. And another version of Stanley here. And you know, it's kind of looking like my cat, in fact. A goofy screen, yeah. And the name is fitting perfectly. The Outstretched Pencil. It's looking like a cartoon, you know. What was the cartoon? Wallace and Gromit? You know, it was made also in stop motion with clay characters. I loved watching Wallace and Gromit as a kid. It was completely insane. We need to get the cheese, Gromit. Were they talking? I don't remember. In my memory, they weren't talking at all. There is a movie recently. Oh shit, for real? And it's fun. I mean, if they can keep the vibe, this is perfect. Employee of the Snake. The guy talks, not the dog. Oh. But even for the guy, I don't remember that. Return to fight. But employee of the Snake? We could get Snake Eater too, right? Employee of the Snake, let's go. Oh, he's back again. But we got another interesting music here. Give me a sec, I just need to blow my nose. Stanley is the employee of the Snake, yeah. Some people got the Eye of the Tiger, and, you know, my buckle belt, belt's buckle, whatever, keep hitting the desk. This is what you're hearing. This is annoying. This is fucking annoying. Even for me. So, it's 21 now, isn't it? Whip that desk. Oh yeah, I could. Not live though, because the cops will come if I'm doing this. Deadly monkeys! Are we on Monkey Monday? Just like Joel? Now with added monkeys. Attack on monkeys? No, this is dangerous. Attack on telephone. It's either me or the monkeys. Destruction of the monkeys. But it's either me or monkeys. We need to get something with the monkey. We have to. We cannot dodge the monkeys. The Book of Monkeys. Attack on monkeys. Sorry. Now with added monkeys. But it's either me or the monkeys. I love this one. Hey, this is not Stanley. Who is this dude? And we got an Harry Potter music. Maybe that's the boss, yes. Yes. And you got the vapor. This is the mystical location. Enough. Let's do a couple more, but you know, going to 69 could take forever, and this is not maybe the I don't know. Oh, you can get the outstretched monkeys now. Return to monkeys. Could have been nice to get this one. Could have been nice. But I want to change a little bit. Return to monkeys. This is what we need to do, right? We all need to return to monkeys. The Passion of Monkeys. Ooh, the ghoulish monkeys. But we got the ghoulish love. Or the ghoulish printer jam. Outstretched love. Yeah, no. No. Don't outstretch your love. Now we got a Super Mario Sunshine music. And the boss is still here. The ghoulish printer jam. Looks good. Looks good. Outstretched sequel. Or a whisper of birthday party. Grilled electrode. Electrode or electrode? Just like the Pokemon, right? Electrode. Crocodile electrode. Crocodile birthday party. Grilled ice cream, yeah? But I would like to try some new words every time. A whisper of electrode. A whisper of birthday party. Let's go. We don't need to overthink everything. So the background is not new, but the picture is. So they can mix the possibilities here. Interesting to know. The same way they are mixing the words anyway. He's looking kinda cool like that, right? Mr. Stanley. He could get to Hollywood with a face like that. Not too much of this one. We need a better one. Come on, launch game. I am misclicking. I am misclicking. The last ever sequel. Said no one ever. Avoid the train station. Inspector Fire. Inspector Monkeys. Avoid the monkeys? The last ever monkeys. Oh no, this is sad. Inspector Chemicals. We've been on this for more than half an hour. And I'm still laughing like a dumbass when mixing words. Do I have a problem? Inspector Chemicals. I'm feeling like this music is also well known, isn't it? I love how you just got a plant here and that's it. And this music is louder than the other ones. With spooky vibes in it. No, you know what? This is sounding like a Tex Avery music. Or a Looney Tunes music. It got this vibe in it. Cinema game, yeah. I'm pretty sure there are some people that went even further away than us. Maybe only 2 or 3 persons, but yeah. Pocket full of human condition. The pocket full of baby. This is when you go to the island. You have to get your pocket full of babies. Forgotten baby. The forgotten zone. The Legend of Zone. Legend of Day Out? The Ghoulish Zone. Ghoulish Baby? The Ghoulish, no. Employee of the Baby. I mean, there is some people who played the game for 4 hours, right? I mean, with auto clicker, this shouldn't be too hard. You just need to let the game go through. And we didn't, so there is people even more dedicated than us, so I can see them go through all of this forever. Pocket full of zone. I love the calzone. Beyond zone, beyond baby. Legend of baby, legend of zone. I cannot say it. Legend of coworker, because you know they are kinda not here. But Legend of Zone, I want this one. Okay, we are back to this screen. We are starting to loop on some aspect of the game now. But I guess this is the first time we got the balloons here, no? Let's do one or two more and let's call it a day and an end to this game. Oh shit. Can you imagine one with the baby? Or one with the monkeys? One with the stapler. When you know that the stapler is the yellow dude, this is also very weird. And in the broom closet, yeah. Ooh, look, Stanley's tiny stapler. Oh no. One with the human condition. But one with the stapler, I kinda like this one. One with the stapler. Okay, we got a mix now. There is the balloons and Stanley and something we already got. It's called stapler. Why? We are not saying Stanley, it's Stanley. So why should it be a stapler? It's not making any fucking sense. And we're not saying the payable. We are not saying the payable. And we are not saying playing the game. Well, kind of. We could say begin the game. Like we are staying in the stand, you know? But the stay. The game. Video game. And you got a tango. Dun, 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 dun. Everything's so confusing. English people cannot get it together with one letter and one sound. The gamey. Yeah, that's true. Stanley's big hole. I mean, you have to do it, right? Stanley's big hole. You're the one to talk about language.
Well,
Exactly.
I just thought that it wasn't acceptable to
Exactly.
file those reports.
But we are talking about the Stanley's big hole, and you can hear people talking about it too.
I thought the reports would make sense. And, you know, I just thought that with all the delays, they just couldn't get it out. They couldn't get it out to us in time.
But now there is the balloons everywhere. Okay, you know what? Let's go to 30. Because now I'm curious if we got something different than the balloons. Maybe we will get baboons. Baby 30, yeah. Oh yeah, Stanley's big pencil. More pantry. Oh, in search of square or sequel. In search of sequel. Let's go. This one is very deep. Oh, this fucking music, for real. There is a shitload of meme channels using this music on YouTube. Kevin MacLeod classic. Oh. That's him too? But this is fitting in search of sequel. This is just goofy as fuck. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. He did a lot of copyright-free music. Well, thanks to him. I hope, like, YouTube will not try to copyright this. It would be unforgivable. Moon. This could be the name of a Toho game. Unforgivable Moon. Or you can get the Skeleton Moon. This sounds cool as fuck. And skeleton spiders, this is like rad. And the skeleton stapler.
Yes, just like the pillar.
But yeah, unforgivable moon. The cat and the dog are here! The cat is unsure what he should look at. He should look at cat. The cat should look at. The cat should look at. The cat should look at. Oh my god. The cat should look at. At what? I have no idea, but the cat should look at. You got the liquid lawsuit. And now we got Stanley's tiny pencil. But liquid lawsuit, I mean. Oh, this one is new. But not the music. That's also very cool to see all the adventure line here. I love that. But the balloons are still here. That's the whole map, yeah. But is it for real? No, you don't have the boss room here, right? Okay, the last one. Let's go to 31 to see the difference now. The whole map. This is like crack. This is crack. Yeah. Spectacular square. You saw that too. He's not square. So I guess we saw most of the options, and the balloons are gone now. Which is very sad. Balloons are gone. I'm sad. And with the balloons, the game will also be gone now. Some are saying this is never the end, but is it? It is. Is it? It is for this game. One more good one? You really want one more good one? Okay, sure. Okay, sure. What are you calling a good one anyway? Huh? Because the good one could be anything. The good one could be anything. For sure. For sure. For sure. One with the paperwork. Or one with the octopus. One with the octopus. Is it good enough for you? Oh no. I am one with the octopus now. Well, the music is new and the penguin is new too. I mean, we're on Linux, so that makes sense. The Linux ending, yeah. So there are more possibilities, yes. There is more possibilities, but... You wonder if it stopped at 40? No, of course not. Of course not. Look, it will not stop at 40. Do you know that now we will go to 40 because of that? It will not stop at 40. You're baiting me now. Yes, that's your fault. Who will watch this anyway, right? Part 5, Cowboy. we kind of got this already. Kind of got this already. You will watch at speed times 2, yeah. No, I'm not even sure if people will do this anyway. Atomic Tuesday. And this is Rule 34. Oh, this is also new. New background. With the girl. And the baby! The baby is back. He's crowding on us. It's Mariella, yes, but she doesn't have a bucket. The bucket's not here. The bucket's not here. This is just like your Stanley Parable title screen generator. There has to be a bucket ending, yeah? Outstretched stretched laser. And you're here, It's a laser, not a laser. It's Stanley, but not laser. It could be a laser, right? But no, it's a laser. Laser. And not laser. It could be a laser, right? This is how you say it in French anyway, a laser. But no, it's a laser. 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 Just change the word already. Please. It's not a laser. A laser. And not a laser. But a laser. Laser. A blazer. A blazer. A blazer. Wacky baby. Wait, baby is on this side now? Baby mind control machine. Let's go. I mean, this is kind of the location, right? It will never fucking stop. Maybe there is people that went through 1000. Can you imagine that? People resetting the game 1000 times? I could die 1000 times! 1000! The snake. Race to the sunshine. No, the ghoulish sunshine. This is just like the black hole sun, right? This is your Stanley Parable. Just the snake. Yeah. Too bad I chose the ghoulish sunshine. I wonder what it could look like, a ghoulish sunshine. Huh. Butthole sun, don't you come. I don't know this music very well, but I know this part. Lord of the Baby. Lord of the Explosion. Lord of the Thank You. Lord of the Spiders? No, I'm scared. Lord of the 427. You can make Atomic Explosion, but this sounds a bit too serious. Just like the cereal. The serious cereals. And you got the serial killer. This is kind of fitting, this face. Apparently you can go to 999. 999! I won't go to 999. I've been on this for 1 full hour. 1 full hour of just title screen. And after that, it goes to Stanley Parable 3. Not even the 2, just the 3. Dreams of human condition. Or hidden human condition. Avoid the love. Temple of Skeleton, let's go. 39 sounds like
Yeah,
69.
well, I just thought
Yeah,
The
I
father
guess.
was a corpse,
And
they still did the
the tux is still here. Let's end on Linux Penguin. No. Will it be funny to go to 69? Yes, but it's taking way too long. And now we got skeleton on this side. Skeleton monkeys. Ooh, Saturday night monkeys. No, I don't want 69. That's enough. For real. For real, that's enough. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy here. We never got anything twice, right? On 40 iteration, we didn't got anything twice. Like, you know, any combination twice. Which is already insane on its own. We are all going crazy. Yes. Yes, that makes sense, right? And I don't want to go crazy too much. I don't want to go crazy too much. This was already enough. That was enough. So I'm just taking a quick BRB, and I will be back for more Demon X Machina. This has been an amazing journey. Oh yeah, it was. It was. Now I just need to find some music. Do you like French? Do you like chocolate? You will get both at the same time, and you won't like it. Just saying. So, yeah. Just having a drink and be right back.